An unadjusted 10-for-1 split will make your historical prices look like they've jumped 10x overnight. Your backtests, your charts, your models, all wrong. Massive's new splits and dividends API endpoints fix this. They give you a historical adjustment factor on every event. This is the multiplier you need to normalize old prices to today's share basis. Looking over at the response objects for each endpoint, splits returns an execution date, split from and split to for the ratio, adjustment types of forward split, reverse split, or stock dividend, and the historical adjustment factor. Dividends returns an ex-dividend date, cash amount, currency, distribution types of recurring, special, and so on, and again, the historical adjustment factor. To showcase this new functionality, we've created a simple demo over in our GitHub community repository. I've cloned it over to my local machine and opened it up in an IDE. The first thing you'll want to do is add in your massive API key, and we're going to let it run the default functionality for Nvidia. You get a terminal summary of splits and dividends, 2 charts, adjusted versus unadjusted closes, and a splits and dividends timeline. You also get a CSV that applies the adjustment factor to unadjusted prices. And the default source of all of this data is the massive REST API. If you add from date and to date to the command, the chart and data window match that range. So you can zoom in on something like Nvidia's 10-for-1 split that happened back in June of 2024. The demo adjusts historical prices using data pulled from the REST API by default. But if you're working at scale, adjusting years of history across hundreds of tickers, you can point it at Massive's flat file day aggregates instead and run the same adjustment in bulk. Just add in your S3 credentials, put use flat file in the command, and an adjustment CSV is built automatically using the Massive day aggregates, or it can be pointed at your own CSV for other historical data. Pass the flat file date range, and the price chart uses it too, allowing them to stay in sync. Splits and dividends have always been one of the messiest parts of working with historical data. These endpoints give you what you need to handle them cleanly. Clone the repo, add your keys, and begin visualizing splits and dividends. And remember, keep building something massive.